Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afi Daniel bin Muhammad Zaid. My matrix number is 01 DKP 24F2014. Today, I'm going to present about manual handling. Okay, first is introduction. Manual handling refers to any activity that involves using physical effort to lift, carry, push, pull, or move objects. It's a common task in many workplaces, including workshops, laboratories, and industrial settings, where workers or students regularly deal with tools, materials, and equipment. Proper manual handling is important because incorrect techniques can lead to strains, injuries, and long-term health problems. If following safety guidelines, these injuries can be avoided. Okay, sir. Next is I will talk about definition of manual handling. Manual handling is any kind of work that involves lifting, carrying, pushing, pulling, or moving objects by using our own physical effort. It basically means doing tasks that rely on our human body strength to handle loads without the help of machines. Example of manual handling is lifting box from the floor to high place, such as table. And my next slide is standard international manual handling. Standard international manual handling is ISO 11228 series. ISO means International Standard for Manual Handling. The first one is ISO 11228 Series 1, Manual Lifting and Carrying. The first series focuses on the safe limits for lifting and carrying loads. It explains how to assess the weight, distance, posture, and frequency of lifting to make sure workers do not overstrain their bodies. Example for series 1 is a worker lifts a 15 kilogram box from the floor and carries it across the workshop. Okay, second is ISO 11228-2, pushing and pulling. This second series focus on guidelines on safe force limits when workers push or pull objects such as trolleys, carts, or equipment. Okay, the example for second ISO is a technician push a heavy trolley filled with equipment or machineries from one room to another room. Okay, the last ISO series is ISO 11228-3, handling of low loads at high frequency. This third series focus on repetitive tasks that involve small or light items, such as packing, sorting, or assembly work. It explains how high frequency movement can still cause injuries if the loads are light. Example is a worker repeatedly picks up small parts like screw, bolts, and place them into a container hundreds of times per hour. Yeah. This time I talk about Malaysian standard on manual handling. In Malaysia, manual handling are guided by documents and standards under the Department of Occupational Safety and Health DOSH and the Malaysian Standards System. Guidelines for manual handling at workplace DOSH 2018. This is the main reference used in Malaysia for safe manual handling. It explains how to assess lifting, carrying, pushing, and pulling tasks. The guideline focus on identifying risks such as poor posture, heavy loads, and repetitive movements, then suggest ways to reduce injuries like improving workstation design, training workers, or using mechanical aids. Its main goals is to prevent Musculoskeletal disorders among workers. Okay, what is musculoskeletal disorders? Musculoskeletal disorders is injuries that affect our muscle, bones, joints, tendons, ligaments, or nerves. It's usually happen because of works like the first one is lifting heavy objects incorrectly, repeating the same movement too often. Third is working in uncomfortable posture. And the last one is putting too much strain on the body. These works can prevent musculoskeletal disorders. Okay, manual handling at Polytechnic Muka Omar is the same as the Malaysia standard. That is guidelines for manual handling at workplace, DOSH 2018. Example manual handling at Polytechnic Muka Omar is lifting and moving materials in their engineering workshop. That is students. Second is handling small tools and components in their workshop or student repetitive assembly for packing tasks. The conclusion of manual handling is manual handling involves any task where physical effort is used to lift, carry, push, pull, or move objects. Following proper procedures and guidelines such as those provided by DOSH and Malaysian standards is essential to reduce the risk of injuries, especially musculoskeletal disorders. Alright, this is my reference where I got all the information of manual handling. I hope this helps to find where I can find the information. Alright, that's all from me, sir. Thank you for hearing my presentation.